How do you get your guests to participate and engage fully in connection building activities? Well, you have to create psychological safety before you even ask them to participate. Without psychological safety, people are going to hesitate to take social risks. So in this video, I want to give you my best recommendations to create psychological safety before your session even begins. Now, psychological safety is the permission to take social risks. At its essence, I feel like I can take a risk in this group of humans. That's what psychological safety is. Now there's 3 ways that we can create it. And I'm going to give you an example from my life as the party scientist for each one. The first one is getting your participants' consent before asking them to do a certain exercise. When you've given them accurate expectations and you've asked for their consent, they have a sense of certainty for what they're going to participate in. All right, so whenever I'm hosting an event, I do a well-being experience at a parkour gym here in Vancouver. And what I do is I explain what's on the agenda. I explain what people are getting themselves into so that they know what to expect. Okay, so consent and accurate expectations are the same thing. Now, number 2 is naming psychological safety and explaining its importance. When we give participants reasons to take social risks and to create psychological safety for others, they're more likely to behave differently. A lot of people are not even aware of psychological safety. So explaining to your participants what it looks like, not just the theory, but what it looks like. It looks like welcoming people. It looks like not being distracted. It looks like not talking over others. It looks like celebrating people's expression of emotion. So giving people an understanding of what it looks like and also explaining what it does to others. And this is where benevolence comes in. When people understand psychological safety, they understand that it's generous to create it for others. It's generous to take social risks because what it does is it helps other people express themselves fully as well. So framing psychological safety as an act of generosity is going to encourage your participants to take social risks and participate fully in the exercise that you're leading. The third and final way that we can create psychological safety even before our session begins is by revealing yourself. I'm a facilitator. I'm a host. If I'm leading a session, I want to reveal myself and take a social risk and role model before any of my participants are asked to do the same. So whenever I'm running an event, I always film a video of myself that I send to my participants. And in that video, I take a social risk. I either dance, I jump on a mini trampoline, I share something passionate, and I reveal myself. I reveal my face. So we can role model social risks, and by doing so, we can create psychological safety. This can happen during the opening of your session, of your meeting, or it can happen before your event, meaning you can send an invitation with a video of yourself. Most session organizers, meeting planners, there's no host and there's no one sending you a personal video welcoming you to the meeting and speaking passionately about the reason why everyone's gathering and speaking passionately about human connection, which you value. So to summarize, we have 3 takeaways. First, give your participants accurate expectations so that they can consent to the connection activities you're leading. 2 is to reveal yourself and role model social risk-taking yourself first. And finally, the third one is to name the importance of psychological safety, educate your guests about it, and then also frame it as an act of generosity. So before you lead a session with the intention of creating strong social bonds in a group, consider taking these steps beforehand so that your participants engage fully and take full social risks and laugh their loudest, smile their loudest, ask personal questions, and connect deeper.